Welcome to It's Happening. My name is Jared, and today's episode, I've got a guest I'm going to bring on with me. We are going to talk about some of the things going on, and she is going to tell you some of her story of how it is already affecting her. And it's very important for you to share this with your elderly family members or people that might be dealing with the same issue, because this is exactly what happens and what we've been warning you about bringing in a bunch of illegal immigrants, giving them all these benefits, housing them in some places, hooking them up with apartments. So we're going to show you a couple of videos, and me and her are going to discuss it. We have the live chat pulled up. If you have any comments or questions, I'll bring her on. She can introduce herself, and then we're going to go right into the videos. While you're introducing yourself, I've got to pull up something else real quick. So go ahead.
Okay. Hi. My name's Sharon. I know any of you that watch have seen me on here pretty regular. I'm going to be on here pretty regular, but I had something happen last night that I thought might be important for the seniors to look at if they haven't been paying attention to their insurance and the extra benefits. And it has to do with the border issues we're having right now. So whenever Jared is ready, we'll talk about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we get into the videos, go ahead and explain a little bit as to what happened. And then, like, as we watch the videos, we'll stop them like I normally do, and we'll talk. So go ahead and tell what happened last night.
Okay. I got a notice from my insurance. Well, no, let me back up 1 minute. When I signed up for my new insurance this year, they've been giving people over 65 extra benefits as far as buying over-the-counter things and stuff like that. And I realized they've been doing that for a while. However, mine last year was $135. That's what I got extra as to buy that kind of thing. Well, they started my new insurance this year. Same thing, same magazine, same catalog, same extra everything, except for the fact that since the government seems to be running out of money for additional benefits, not for the illegal immigrants, but for their own people, my benefits, which were the only way we really got through the month, and it didn't even get us a whole lot through the month, they cut my benefits from $135 to $60 because they just don't have enough to go around. And it just infuriated me because it's just like what just happened in New York. We are going to kick our kids out of school, but we're going to go ahead and let the immigrants move in there and use the gymnasium and whatever else they need, because there's just not enough to go around. Well, here's my viewpoint. There is enough to go around. There's enough to go around for our own citizens. There's plenty to go around for Americans, or there was. But now all of a sudden there isn't. So here we go. You know, we've been hearing for several years now that we're going to start doing things to seniors and to people that didn't have a lot of money, and now they're starting.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to hurt people who are poor the most, and the elderly. It's going to hurt them absolutely the most.
Yeah, I live totally on my Social Security, and it's not enough to go around. It's
Right.
just not. And I'm disabled, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. There are things I can do, but the trick to this is, and what not a lot of people realize, say you have, and this is just a number I'm pulling out of the air, but let's say you get $200 in food stamps or whatever number. Then they turn around and they give you the cost of living raise for Social Security. Okay, that's great, fine, well and good, awesome, right? You got a little more, you can make it a little farther. No.
Yep.
When they give you the cost of living increase, they cut your food stamps. So not only this time did I have my insurance benefits cut, I also had food stamps cut. And I realize this is talking about personal stuff that I really don't want to share with the world. But I do want the world to know what's going on right now. If you don't know, if you're not around seniors, you wouldn't know this because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you if they give you one thing, they take away another. Well, if they take away enough of your Social Security, you lose your insurance.
And you've been you paid into that your whole life. That's even the worst part. So they're taking it from elderly people who worked their whole lives, paid into the system to give to people who are breaking into our country, who are then housed and getting benefits and getting all kind of other things, which I'm going to show you on some videos here in a minute, and we're going to talk about them. But yeah, it really is unbelievable. I've talked to somebody the other day that, and the way they continually just justified, like, we have enough money to help the whole world. It's like, we're not even taking care of our own citizens.
We're
We got
playing
home.
with Monopoly money now. I mean,
Yeah,
the money that we've been sending overseas. I'm surprised. We really are running in the negatives.
we just hit $34 trillion debt. $34 trillion. That was, I think it took like a month for him to go from 33 to 34. That is unbelievable, guys. I mean, do you realize how much money that is for each taxpayer to pay back? And now, on top of that, this is a good segue. Let me go ahead and pull this video up real quick, and we will start talking about that, because this right here, not only are they taking from the elderly, the veterans, and let me just pull this up real quick. Check this out, guys. I'm going to mute you for a second. I'll let you know when I unmute you.
Thousands of people showed up this morning to the grand opening of new apartments at the Brunswick Landing. These units were built specifically to house asylum seekers as they wait to receive their work permits, which can take months. There will be 60 apartments total here serving this purpose. 24 of them are ready now. State government will essentially pay the rent for 2 years. After that, the buildings will convert to market rate and affordable housing units. Some asylum seekers have already moved in and say this option of transitional housing is much better than living in a hotel or at a shelter.
Well, hell, I bet it is.
In hotel, there's rules and regulations, and in a shelter too, we have so many people. We share kitchen together, we share the restroom together.
This is a very unique solution to a very exciting opportunity in our state. We have thousands of folks coming to Maine who want to make Maine home. We're doing everything we can to help that situation.
Thousands of people showed up.
All right. So, hold on. So, basically, they have built brand new apartment complexes and are housing the illegal immigrants, and they don't have to pay any rent for 2 years. 2 years. While my mom paid into this system her whole life, and more and more and more gets taken away from her to give to them.
Yeah, I've about had it as far as being able to keep my mouth shut. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried, but I don't think I should have to keep my mouth shut. I'm an American. I was born here. I worked. I paid into all of it. We've got people living in trees and tents and stuff like that here where we are, and people are griping about that. Do something with those people. Do something with those people. What? What are you going to do?
Well,
They're
I
not
mean,
going to give it to Americans. They're not going to give it to the vets.
isn't that the point? We could have taken all that money that they're
Yeah.
using for the illegals to come across, all the billions of dollars that were of our tax money that's going to that, into now their benefits, into now paying for their rent, into now making sure they get brand new apartments, cars, IDs, and everything else. And like I said, our money's going down and down and down and down. And we're told, don't you dare complain, or you're a white supremacist, or you're this, or you're that. And I'm sorry, but this proves without a doubt they could have ended homelessness a long time ago, and they have chosen not to. They could have saved veterans' lives that were homeless on the street, but hell, no. Why would you help people who fought for this country when you could give everything for free to people breaking in?
I also found out that in Austin, I found out this weekend, and this is a wonderful idea. I've been for it from the start. I think that veterans, the homeless people on the streets, they're building the little mini houses, and they've got they've got gardens and stuff that they can work to pay their rent. There's different kinds of ways, but you have to get on a list.
Right. These
And
people
you
just
have-
come right in and they're bust on and just loaded into apartments, and they've got everything they need.
But they have here it is. Here's the trick to it. You have to get on a list, and you have to be on that list you have to live on the streets for 1 year
Oh, I know. I went through it. I was
ever-
homeless out there.
before they will ever let you in. Plus the fact that I had to leave Austin because I couldn't afford it anymore. My rent was going to go up about $300. Well, when you live on Social Security, your rent can't go up $300 and you survive.
So
That's
your
what-
rent's going up and they're getting free rent.
Yes.
Ain't
Now,
that
I'm
simple?
in a place that I can afford right now, but if they keep taking stuff away, it won't be too long before I can't afford it.
They'll move you out and move them in.
Yeah.
That'll be the next step. Saying that, this brings in a good segue to bring up. I'm going to bring up. Hold on one second. I forgot to do this, and I need to remember to do this more. Hold on one second, guys. That TikTok video, her account is Nicole, but it's N1C013.2.0. I need to make sure that I'm giving all these content creators recognition for their videos. And I don't, if you're come across my stuff and I didn't do that for you, I'm sorry. I'm still working on remembering doing that. Saying that, I'm going to pull up something from Timcast where we're going to show you just how much money these people are making in benefits across the country. And I promise you, you and I aren't making anything close to what these people are getting. Check this out real quick. I'm gonna mute you, and I'll do this when you're back on. We'll come up with something as we continue to grow. And guys, don't forget to like this video, comment on it, share it with your friends and family. You can help support us through PayPal, Cash App. We want to actually start going down to the stories. And yes, I'm going to bring my mother with me on some of those trips so she can travel a little bit. But we want to go to the stories and actually interview people. We want to go interview people that live along the border. We want to go interview the police. We want to go interview the farmers. We want to go interview anybody being affected by this, because the media is not showing you that side of it. They're only showing you, the poor asylum seekers. They're not seeking asylum. And here,
They're seeking free benefits.
right. Well, let me just give you a scenario. Just think of this for a minute. Let's just say I live and Ukraine, and I'm trying to get away. But now that at this point, people leaving there are seeking asylum. Okay, but get this: if you're actually seeking asylum, you're going to go to where? Poland, probably, because people speak your language. You fit in a little bit more. You would assimilate a little bit faster there, and it's a hell of a lot closer for you. If for any reason I was going to have to seek asylum, the first two places I would think of would be Mexico and Canada. It would not be Russia or Iraq or Africa, but yet that's where all these people are coming from. So that's not seeking asylum. There's also a video, and I've got to find it because the Mexican authorities stood out and asked a massive crowd of people, are you seeking asylum? And do you want to stay here? All of them said no. He said, do you want to go to America? All of them said yes. This is not asylum, people. They are not seeking asylum. They are being told that if they come to our country, they'll be well taken care of. And they're coming from communist hellholes that didn't take care of them. So when these people come across the border and handed everything, in their minds, communism actually works here. So these people will actually vote for this because they need to keep getting benefits. Are you paying attention yet? Let's just check out this video and see how much these people are bringing in while we contemplate on the elderly losing benefits so they can get this. And these elderly actually paid into the system. These people haven't paid a dime into anything. Check this out.
Why are they hiding these? And of course, I highlight Elon Musk because when someone with 170 or so million people posts a video, people take notice. And the tweet here is actually it's from @info uncensored. I believe that's what's watermarked in the video. This video is going so viral. I don't know the original source, but this is a man who goes into one of these migrant facilities, the Randall Island Illegal Immigrant Center, and he gets a view into all of the tents.
So I've got to pause this just for a second. Doesn't the left and the liberal Democrats and the liberal media love to say Trump's going to put them all in camps? Trump's going to put them all in camps. What the hell do you think that is? Biden's already built the camps. Don't blame Trump.
I mean, this is a massive facility. We heard that, I believe it's in Chicago. The taxpayer is spending $7,000 per illegal immigrant per month. And they're bringing in thousands and they're building these facilities. You take a look at some of this stuff. It is absolutely shocking. Here we go. Henry.
$84,000 a year, just so we understand. That's above median income.
Y'all hear that? Let's hear that one more time. What did he just say?
Is absolutely shocking. Here we go. Henry.
$84,000 a year, just so we understand. That's above median income in this country. Fairly significantly, actually.
$84,000 a year a person in benefits, including health care, housing, now new apartments. They don't even need the hotels anymore. We're going to build you new apartments. We're going to build camps for you. But while we're building all these camps, we're going to call the Republicans Nazis and make you think they want to put people in camps. All the while, the real Nazis are already doing it. Go ahead, Mom.
I was just going to say, I've never made $84,000 in my life. And you can walk into this country over a bridge, past the Border Patrol, past everything else, and walk in and start off with $84,000 worth of benefits.
They won the lottery.
Yeah.
They won the lottery. They
Who
hit the lottery.
Who wouldn't want to come? I want to go over there across the border and come back.
There has been video after video of these other podcasters showing where they've actually got the maps that the UN is handing out to these people. They're giving them money back home and telling them, just make it here and you'll be taken care of. The maps with the directions, they're giving them bus things. They tell them when they get to the border to drop their IDs and all the money they have. Don't worry about it because when you come across, you'll be just fine. And that's exactly what's happening over and over and over again. We're called conspiracy theorists for this, but yet we're watching them. That guy in Maine just admitted they building brand new apartments and giving them 2 years free rent. I mean, let's talk to the younger generation. Can you afford that? Can you afford a house right now? I bet you can't. But these people are going to take what your hard-earned money that you're making. You can't afford food. You can barely afford rent as it is. Your future's looking more bleak by the day. But hey, theirs is looking up and up and up, right? I mean, the only way to deal with this is to stop paying taxes to a tyrannical fucking government. That way they don't have any more money to hand out to just everybody. It's going to take some point of American people growing enough nuts to do something about it. Sorry, excuse my language. I apologize. But
Well,
I mean,
it's enough. It's enough to make you mad enough because you feel like there's nothing you can do, and you're being squashed like a bug. Because I mean, I can't. This can't keep going for me, and I'm not. I mean, at this point with Social Security and all the regular things, I'm not begging anybody for money. This is money I worked for.
That's right. Money you paid into. Money you were promised for your whole life, just like they're doing to us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, holy. But yeah, we're the bigots, guys. Don't listen to us white people. We're just bigots. We've got all the privilege in the world, yet my mom's losing benefits that she can't even that she should deserve to have. I can't get benefits if my life depended on it. Yeah. This has given me a hell of a lot of privilege.
I lost my car, so I have no way to get around unless, family does take care of me. Let's back up a little bit when I do need, to go somewhere. But I only get to go because I'm not going to beg everybody just to take me out because. So I go all the way to the grocery store, to the doctor's office, and to the pharmacy. Right. That's where I go because I don't want to intrude on others' lives.
That is the point, right? Force us into submission. Force us into a spot where there's nothing you can do about it. And I'm sorry, guys, there's a hell of a lot that could be done about it. We can vote the right president in who's actually going to deport these people. Enough is enough. We cannot take care of them. We can't even take care of our elderly or our veterans or the homeless people in our own country. We keep them out in the cold, but hey, just come across the border and we'll build you a new apartment and give you $84,000 in benefits a year. You've got nothing to worry about. We'll even let you have a sexual operation where you can chop your penis off. I mean, welcome to America, people. Holy shit. I mean, it's really unbelievable. It really is. And now the Democrats are mad because of this. Hold on one second. And Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. I need to pull it up. I should have pulled it up. I can't remember what article it is, but we have every right to go down to that border. As a matter of fact, we have our constitutional right to go down to that border and say, no more. Enough is enough. Watch this. But the Democrats want you to believe that, they can't do that over the federal government. You need to read your Constitution. It's exactly why they don't want you to read your Constitution. They don't want you to know your rights. They don't want you to understand that it becomes a duty of ours when the tyrannical government allows an invasion on our country, then we have the right to stand up and say no. And that government can't stop us. That is the Constitution. I think it's Section 1, Article 10, Section 1, I think. I'll have to try and find something. But while I do that, check this out, and let's hear how they try and portray it. Where is it? Here we go.
Launching boats into the Rio Grande in that area. That's where we find our John Paul Barajas. All right, John Paul, a lot going on down there. What are you seeing on the ground in Eagle Pass right now?
Steve Ursula, well, the big topic right here is this is the entrance to Shelby Park, and typically you wouldn't see fences up there, but the state put those up days ago, and you can see there's also military Humvees and Texas National Guard members manning the gate, and that's what local officials here have an issue with. There's only Texas state personnel here, not a single Border Patrol agent on the.
I love how he said that. That's what local officials have an issue with. You know what? He should have done this a long time ago. Like I said, our Constitution gives us this right. The Democrats don't want you to know that, guys. So what I'm going to do, like I said, while this video plays, I'm going to go find that other video where it has the exact article so I can show you and you understand what I'm talking about. Because it is extremely important that we know our rights with everything going on right now.
The premises. So the Justice Department is stepping in. It filed an injunction to get the Supreme Court to intervene so federal agents can come back to the park. Border Patrol agents tried to launch their boat into the Rio Grande from here, as they typically do, but were denied access to the boat ramp. Border Patrol also says it can't use the staging area at the park where they evaluate and process migrants. The DOJ filing says, quote, the boat ramp that Texas has blocked off is the only safe and operationally practical boat ramp with access to the relevant portion of the river, end quote. This is what both the Eagle Pass mayor and the Maverick County sheriff had to say on the issue.
This is not something that the city wanted, requested, asked for.
That mayor should be thrown out of office, guys. What he's telling you right now is that you don't have the right, that we shouldn't be doing this. Oh, we should just continue to allow an invasion into our country, right?
He made it clear that this is the state and that they have the legal authority to do that. Of course, our legal team is looking into the actions taken by the states.
Closing that area, Shelby Park, like making it to a kind of like a fort, something like that.
You see how the Democrats do it? You see how they do it? They love to mix words and it's just insane. We have the right. And before you speak, Sharon, I'm going to pull up the video. I found it where this guy is showing the article and everything. I didn't have time to search for the constitutional article. But guys, don't forget, I have the live chat pulled up. If you want to comment, if you have any questions for me or for Sharon, don't hesitate. We will answer you. Let me pull this video up real quick, and it'll show you exactly what I was talking about a minute ago. And then we'll discuss more. Hold on one second.
So this kind of seems like the line, right? Kind of seems like a pivotal point in determining the security of the United States and her people. The state of Texas has taken it upon themselves to deploy their National Guard and secure the southern border crossing at Eagle Pass and take full control. They're denying Border Patrol agents access. They're denying entry to Border Patrol agents to conduct our business, our duties. An unnamed official stated, elaborating that the federal agency was unsure what authority Texas officials have over the federal government. Well, actually, they have full authority under the United States Constitution over a federal government that is failing in its duty to protect the states from an invasion. Article 1, Section 10 of that Constitution stating, no state shall enter into an agreement with another state or engage in war unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. The state of Texas.
There it is, guys. And guys, this is on TikTok. This is Alyssa Dale, ALISSAADELE. Go give her a follow. She does a lot of good stuff. She has a lot of good videos on there. Before I get Sharon back on real quick, I want to show this one more video of this going on, and then we'll end with me and her discussing both of these things. Check this out. You see that? That's in France, people. I thought that was an internationally illegal hand sign. Those are all your elites right there, and they call us the Nazis. Here, look. Let's look at that again. Look at that one more time. Let's check that handshake out. That hand signal. Oh, look at all the little Hitlers. Look at that. more and more and more, I start to wonder, did we even really win the war, or was this the Nazis' goal all along? That's another story. I don't want to get into that right now. I just thought that video was very interesting, and that man hit it dead on. Go ahead, Sharon.
We are, excuse me, we are going to be keeping you up to date on each one of these things as they hit, because I think everybody ought to know, and I don't care who knows it. I am done with trying to keep it quiet. Once again, no, I'm not begging. I'm just putting out there what's really happening so that people know. Because don't think you're getting both sides. I not think. I know you're not getting both sides of the story. And I know you're not hearing from a whole lot of people who are having to suffer through it because they don't want to embarrass themselves.
So, guys, thank y'all so much for all the support. I will be bringing her on with me more, and I want to bring other people on as well. Like I said, I want this to eventually turn into a panel type show, at least for this channel. Now, my supernatural and other stuff, that's different. We're going to go multiple directions with that. But for this channel, I do, hopefully, we can get to where she's co-hosting a bunch of episodes, and I have somebody else who's co-hosting a bunch of episodes, and we're bringing guests on, and we're actually going down to the stories and showing you guys what's going on. As always, we're not trying to convince you of anything. We just want to show you things that are happening and give you our opinion on it. Whether you agree with us or not, you have to say a lot of these things are getting really, really beyond aggravating, beyond strange. How in the hell are we allowing it to get to this point? So if y'all would, guys, please help support us through PayPal, our tumblers, our CBD products, our AI website. You can even tip on here when we're live on Rumble and on Facebook. There's so many ways you can help support us. Even sharing our posts, following us on Rumble helps us to be able to get our message out there until we can start running ads. Our goal is to build something where we're constantly giving back, because I have these other platforms that teach people how to earn money online and how to generate more money and turn it into multiple streams of income. But there are other ways that we want to give back as well. So as we grow, we want to actually hire people and pay them a good wage to where they don't have to go anywhere else. So we're going to get there, guys. With your help, we are going to get there. So thank you again. Thank you, Sharon, for coming on. Don't get off. I'm going to end it real quick. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.